The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. All right, I got the caption and the picture put up. I was looking on Instagram, and I seen LeBron call himself the King of New York, right? For those who don't know, I talked about this on the Ferro Reacts channel. Please go subscribe to that channel. For those who don't know, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers put on a show in the Garden in the fourth quarter. I think they scored about 40-something points. They were down 22 points to the Knicks. They came all the way back. But I want to make this clear. LeBron was phenomenal in the fourth quarter of that game. Let me make that clear. He finished with 23 and 12 assists. Let's make that clear. But Kyle Korver's shooting was what really brought them back. Korver got hot, knocked down 4 3-pointers. Then LeBron started to flow. And then he knocked down the game-winning three-point over, or the go-ahead three-point over Kristaps Porzingis. And yes, that was a huge shot. But when I hear somebody say the king of a place that they only play in twice a year at the most, I'm like, yo, has Bron, like, let's talk about this. Has Bron really lit up the Garden like that? Because he did have, you remember the time he had the 50-point triple-double in the Garden? I think they took one of the rebounds back, but it technically was like a 50-point triple-double. He's had some really good games in the Garden. But for me to call him the King of New York, like, I'm not even getting into the fact that he's not a King of New York because he has not done enough for New York and he's not from New York. I'm talking about, like, yo, we're talking basketball here. Like, has Bron lit up Madison Square enough to be the one of the best to ever do it in Madison Square? Because he lit him up. Let's make that clear. But I'm not going to lie. Jordan lit up. All right, Jordan did it in the playoffs. So Jordan was iconic because he did it in the, what was that, the conference finals? Yeah, he did it in the conference finals. So that's got to go ahead, Bron. And Kobe put up 60 in the Garden. Never forget Kobe put up 60 in the Garden. So I don't know. And when I think Garden and I think Bron, Kobe, and Jordan, I'm not going to lie. Even Steph made like 12 threes in the Garden or something like that one. He made a lot of threes in the Garden. Yeah, I'll put Bron's triple-double over Steph's because he had 50 with it. I'll put that over that. Last night, I'm not giving Bron the night before last, I'm not giving Bron all that credit because Kyle Korver really brought them back. And somebody asked me about Bron. I'm not going to lie, Bron's feeling himself a lot nowadays. He's on Instagram a lot more. He's becoming Twitter fingers. And I just want to make this clear. Here's my theory why LeBron is on social media so much, popping his ish. You seen him going at it with players, talking about Frank Ntilikina of the Knicks, saying the Knicks should have had Dennis Smith Jr. I believe why LeBron's doing this now at this point in his career, because you think it'd be the opposite. He kind of, chill back. But he doesn't care anymore. He's using his mouth for two reasons. LeBron is heading, he's on the back end of his prime, right? Or he's starting at the back end of his prime. I think he's still got a couple of really good years left. But Bron is starting to think past the NBA. This is the best part of his life, to grow his social media platform. This is where every night he's on the stage, right? To grow that platform. He's thinking about that. He wants to leave. I think LeBron has a lot of great stuff in the chamber once his basketball days are done, and he's thinking about that. So he's trying to grow that platform as high as he can. And I think the other reason is, once he took that loss to Golden State, and Bron, you see, like when they lost to Golden State a couple years ago, they lost in 6 games to Golden State's first championship. Bron could look up and be like, yo, we didn't have Kyrie. Kevin Love was injured. Both those guys were out. I still took them to 6 games. I can beat them. And sure enough, the next year, when he had his team with him, they did beat the Warriors in 7 games. But after what happened last year, I think Bron looked up and was like, yo, I should have probably been popping my ish more throughout my career. I earned that. I should have been popping it because LeBron's been pretty humble his whole career. And he looked up and he's like, yo, I might as well just pop my ish. I'm not beating Golden State anyway. Like, let's be honest. The Golden State Warriors should have swept the Cavs. I'm going to just be honest with you. They outplayed them pretty much in every game outside of game 4. And I think the Warriors just want to win their championship on their home court. I'm going to just be honest with you about it. Right? Yeah, I think LeBron's at that point now where he's like, yo, I'm going to just pop my ish. I'm going to just pop it because at this point in my life, like, yo, like, I'm not beating that Warriors team no matter where I go. I might as well let people know I'm still the best. So I think the best LeBron can do is individually rack up the stats and let you know how great he is individually, because as a team, he's not winning no more championships. I don't believe that. Now, we'll see how things play out, what team he can put together this offseason. But I think LeBron's popping his itch because he's like, yo, I'm on the back end of my career. My career's been phenomenal. And I ain't popped my itch enough. What y'all think? Talk to me in the comment box below. Is LeBron the king of New York? And what y'all think about him? He been popping off a lot more lately. Talk to me. Subscribe to my channel. More exclusive content like this. I'm out. What's going on is yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. And if you enjoyed this latest video, whether it's sports, hip-hop, or other culture-related activities, please subscribe to my channel right now. And if you want more from TALIAFERRO, you can always subscribe to the React channel for more of your latest reactions and music and sports highlights.